So yeah, we got a new little segment. I have been thinking about a way where we can just kind of like sit, chat, keep it casual, keep it comfy, keep it low key. But you know, a lot of stuff comes up during a month where I want to talk to you guys about it. But there's just not really any great way to do that. I don't want to bombard you with a bunch of different posts, and I don't expect for all of you to follow me on social media. So I thought, hey, let's come up with a new, like, little sit down, casual little thing where I don't have to worry about too much what I look like, and can wear my pajamas and my hair in a bun, and we'll just call it a day. So this is the very first of those videos. I have a lot to talk to you guys about. So grab a cup of tea and just hang out with me. And I'll catch you up on all the cool things that have been going on in my life and with the channel. So first of all, I've got a little list of notes over here, but first of all, I want to say a huge personalized thank you to all of the new hymn-siders that I got in June. I'm talking to Carrie, Liz, Mary, Stephanie, Ryan, and Ann. You guys are superstars. Thank you so much for becoming a hymn-sider. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a Patreon account where you can join and be a part of our fun little group where I post behind the scene pictures. They get early access to some videos. There's polls, there's, you know, help me out with this, there's, you know, ready to wear inspiration, just a whole other space where we can connect and, you know, have some fun. So thank you so much to those ladies and all the other hymn-siders that were already members. Next up, let's talk about the Indie First Impression Friday. Okay, so I started this in June, this month. I did 2 of them. I did one for cake patterns and one for Muna and Broad. And, you know, going into that and highlighting indie companies, I knew that it was going to be appreciated by those companies on a different level than whenever I do it for Big Four. But I did not expect the response that I got. And maybe it's just like a beginner's luck kind of thing or something, or the first 2 companies that randomly were chosen for the first 2 first impression videos were just amazing. I'm not sure, but so after the cake patterns video went out, so many of you went to their website and made purchases that she was like, something's going on here. Did a little bit of research, found out it was my video, reached out to me, and pretty much profusely thanked me for all of my constructive feedback that I had in that video, and promised that she was going to make some changes, almost as if she like owed it to me. And I'm like, you don't owe anything to me, like, you know, just some things that came to mind. But basically she had said that the business had kind of fallen back, not as much of a priority as it needed to be. And she had so many ideas for so many things that she wanted to do, but hadn't gotten around to it yet. And this was just like the kick in the butt that she needed. She put together a blog post about it, about my video and the changes that are going to be coming to the site. She sent out an email talking about the video, and I think she called it like an eye-opening experience or something like that. And so yeah, lo and behold, Cake Patterns is going to be making some pretty significant changes. She's moved across the country. She doesn't live in California anymore. She actually lives just outside of Charlotte. So I was like, okay, well, that's serendipitous and that's meant to be. So hopefully she and I will be able to get together in real life soon. But that felt really good, but I was kind of just like, okay, that's cool, maybe one experience. But then Muna and Broad came around, and I published that video. This time I actually reached out to them because I didn't want there to be any confusion like there was with Cake Patterns. Like, where is all of this attention coming from? Where are all these people coming from? Like, this is kind of, you know, it can make a small business owner kind of nervous if, you know, all of a sudden, you know, they get an influx of business or an influx of traffic and they can't explain it. So I actually messaged them right after the video went live and just said, hey, I do these videos for indie companies and yours was randomly chosen for this week. So, you know, if you see a bunch of traffic to your site, it's probably coming from me. Well, they ended up replying and saying that was cool and they, you know, can't wait to check out the video, you know, pretty basic response. But then you guys might have noticed they went to watch the video and then were commenting back to some of you that had some questions about their patterns. So they became very engaged within the first couple of hours in responding to people who had questions, which I thought was really, really great. Then come to find out, they started making changes to their website. I didn't know how to pronounce any of the South Australian names of their patterns, and I just kind of in passing said it would be nice if they had the phonetic pronunciation of these words for those of us that don't know how to pronounce those things. That got added. And then I saw yesterday that they extended their size range even more than it already was. So now their waist measurement and their hip measurement fall into my sizes. And I wear like I haven't gone ready to wear shopping in so long, but maybe like a 14, 16 ready to wear. That's being very generous. It might honestly be like a 12. So I don't consider myself plus size, but their size range is just so expansive that it includes, you know, the higher range of the misses, all of the women's, and even beyond, you know, traditional women's patterns. So I thought that was, I mean, I don't know if that second part, the sizing, was because of me, but, you know, a pretty significant change that I wanted to let you guys know about. So I've been thrilled to see how they have responded. It's great whenever there's no corporate, you know, hoops to jump through. You know, if you want to add something to the website, you add it to the website. If you want to change something, you change it. You know what I mean? So that's what's really great about indie companies and small businesses. And I look forward to, you know, continuing to do the indie series. You might have noticed I started, I don't know, like I find myself, I consider myself to be like pretty fashionable person. I feel like the patterns I choose, the fabric I choose is all really very modern, and you would see it in ready to wear, and I'm very confident in that area. I'm very confident going shopping with my girlfriends and helping them pick out clothes. But one area where I'm a little bit just kind of out of my league, it feels like, is when it comes to accessorizing. Like, I'm just not good at it. And I don't know if that's because a lot of the stuff I wear is patterned, and so my jewelry tends to be more minimal, and I've never really been like a statement jewelry person. Like, I wear this every single day. I wear this every single day. I wear my ring every single day. So like, what else, you know? So I just swap out some earrings and call it a day. But I've been inspired to kind of, you know, up my game a little bit. And so I've got a couple new affiliate partners. So this is the way that the affiliate programs work differently than sponsorships, is that they do not pay me at all. And in fact, a lot of the times I pay for the jewelry myself. The only thing that I get from them is a small commission if you guys make a purchase after I talk about the product and you guys use my link and make a purchase. Then I'll make a small commission. That's the difference between affiliate marketing and sponsored video marketing. So Kate and Chloe is the first one that really the first place that the jewelry got shipped. So the first piece that arrived here, and I wore it on with my make that I posted last week, the green like palm print I had on a bracelet. And I didn't make a big fuss about it in the video. It's in the description box, the link to it if you want to see it. I did do a little bit more of a call out on my social media. But I just wanted you guys to know that like I was going to be trying to like improve my jewelry game, and that you might see me wearing some new pieces. And if you're interested in any of the jewelry that I'm wearing, check the description box, you know, send me a DM, reach out, and I'll let you know if it's anything, you know, that you can get or that would help me out, or that is an affiliate that I'm an affiliate for, or whatever it is. But yeah, it's one of those areas I'm just not super confident in accessorizing. So I think the best way is to get some pieces that I like and just start mixing and matching and playing around with them and seeing, you know, what works, right? That's kind of how I figured out what I like to sew. I mean, there were a lot of bad outfits in the beginning. Like, what was I thinking? So yeah, I'm excited. I like the bracelet that I got, that I wore in that video. I've worn it a ton. So, and it's not like it's like a leather piece that wraps around and then it has like some gold, like other pieces on it. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but, yeah, I find myself wearing it a lot. So that's good, right? Okay. Also, I wanted to include in this video what I bought this past month. So I haven't bought a bunch of things in June, but I did buy a few patterns and one fun little accessory. I'm going to wait for the end to show you. The patterns were on sale at Joann this month. They had Simplicity for $1.99, I think. And then they had Vogue for $4.99, I think. Something like that. So I got both of the, I didn't go crazy, you guys. I don't need a lot of patterns, but doing the first impression videos, you know, there are some that I really, really fall in love with. And so I want to add those to my collection because they're not like anything that I've already got. So from Simplicity, I got both of the Cynthia Rowley patterns. This one with the shirring, mostly because I don't have any patterns that include shirring and I don't know how to do it. And so I thought I would try. What I figured out from you guys is that this method is bonkers and I shouldn't follow these directions. I should like do actual shirring with the elastic thread and all of that. So I'm gonna play around with that a little bit and then I'll have this cute little pattern to practice on. And then I got the crazy jumpsuit, and I got this because I actually found both of these patterns on Cynthia Rowley's website. Like I saw the ready to wear versions and they're both a lot better than the samples that they made up for the pattern cover. First of all, none of the Cynthia Rowley photo shoot pictures included the strap going across the neck. I don't know what the stylist was just like thinking that day where she was like, let's just strap it on over here. So when you see this on Cynthia Rowley's website, it is really, really cute and fun. So I grabbed that one as well. And then I got, you guys know I was going to get this one. That is literally no secret at all that I was obsessed with this. I cannot wait to make it. It's the one that wraps around the back and then ties in that little bow in the front. So excited about that. And then you're going to be really surprised. Don't freak out, but I got the blown out elbow jacket pattern. And again, so this is a Rachel Comey pattern, and I got it because I found the ready to wear version, and the ready to wear version is seriously really, really cute. Like, so I'm gonna make it. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as this looks. Like I said, the version on Rachel Comey's website was, well, it was like on some reseller website, but it looked a lot cuter. Like a lot cuter. Looking at this still, I'm thinking, what was I thinking? But I remember very clearly being in love with the actual version that inspired that pattern. So we'll see. And then in the clearance section at Joann, at the checkout line, they had this adorable Simplicity like travel set where you get a passport cover that says "The world is calling and I must go," and then this baggage name tag that says "contains serious baggage." How cute are those, right? So I got them both for $10, like $5 each. So I thought that was a pretty decent deal. So cute, right? That was like, you know, obviously an impulse, instinctive purchase, but they were just too cute. Sewing, traveling, like I'm ever going to travel again. No, I'm just kidding. I will. But yeah, I thought they were really adorable. In the luggage tag, even if you're just like going overnight somewhere, that's really cute. Okay. So you guys might be noticing a little bit of a difference with my energy level. And so I wanted to give you an update on the health situation. if you've been watching my videos for any amount of time, you know that I have thyroid issues where it fluctuates between hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism. And I was on medicine and things were going really great. And then I had to change doctors, and then she wanted to take me off the medicine. And then, so I went into hypothyroidism and felt horrible and terrible. And I've been on the medication now for 7 weeks, feeling a lot better. I started a new meal plan because your thyroid kind of controls a lot of things that are happening in your body. And so diet and exercise are super, super important. But when you're feeling terrible and you've got hypothyroidism and you literally cannot do anything, you know, eating right and exercising is like, it's not going to happen. So now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I started a meal plan. It's the Body Boss plan. Now, this one I'm doing because it's so strict. Basically, it is a meal plan. You eat this for breakfast, this for a snack, this for lunch. You know, they tell you exactly what to eat. You meal plan on a Sunday, you have it all ready to go. You don't think about anything. You just do what it says, and you will get your body back. So that's been going really well. Actually, the food is delicious. Like, truly, I don't feel like I am wanting for anything. The portions are a lot smaller than not a lot, but the portions are smaller. Like, you're definitely eating fewer calories, but you eat bread, you eat carbs, you eat fruit and vegetables. Like, everything's in there. It's just healthier versions of everything and less, like, there's no processed food. It's all clean, you know, all that kind of stuff. I had a lot of success last year with Noom, which is an app that is almost like the psychology behind the way you eat. And that was great, but you're still in charge of what you're going to eat every day. And I didn't want to have to think about that at all. Like, right now, I just want to be told what to do, and that's what I'm going to do, you know? So the Body Boss thing, I think it's like 3 months, 12 weeks. That sounds about right. And I'm only 1 week in. So maybe I'm singing the praises now, but once we get to like the nitty gritty of this thing, I'm going to be like, what was I thinking? But I am feeling a lot better. I feel like a lot of the inflammation has gone down. You guys will notice it mostly in my face. My face can get really swollen. Maybe my neck too. I don't know. But like, I haven't really noticed a big change on the actual scale, but like, I don't know. I do just feel better. So that's good. And then the exercise front, I joined, so yeah, it's the Beach Body program. And I joined that because they have all those dance videos. And I used to dance in high school. I find myself to be, you know, a pretty good dancer. I can definitely like stay on the beat. And so I thought that would be a really fun way. The workouts are like 30 minutes. And so I thought that that would be a fun way to get in, you know, get my heart rate up a little bit and have a little bit of fun. I'll admit I haven't done a ton of them. You know, you kind of work your way up through the dance program, and I'm still on the first one. So, but I did find the choreography, or whatever you call it, pretty easy to pick up. My heart rate definitely got up. I was sweating at the end. Like, it's definitely a good workout, but it's not high intensity. Like, I'm not in a position to do that yet. High intensity workouts can throw your thyroid into like bonkers land. There's this thing called adrenal fatigue, if you've ever heard about that, where your adrenal gland starts overproducing adrenaline and then your body crashes. It's just like a whole mess, really. And if you don't know about those things, because you don't need to know about those things, consider yourself #blessed. Okay, now we're gonna do a fun little like rapid fire session on what I'm watching, what I'm reading, my latest obsession, and something new that I'm trying. Okay, so what I'm watching is The Bold Type. Now, I've told you guys about this TV show before. It's on Freeform in the United States. They're on their 3rd season. I think the past seasons are available streaming somewhere, but this is like the second half of their 3rd season, and it's about 3 girls in their mid to late 20s who live in New York City. They all work at this Vogue type of magazine. One's a writer, one's a stylist, and one is their social media person. And it's very much like a modern day Sex and the City, less raunchy and more like socially conscious. They address topics that run the gamut. Obviously, things like sexual abuse and misogyny and, you know, different scenarios going down in the workplace in terms of power struggles and things like that. And I just love it. I love the characters. I love the way that the girls play them. The clothes are so good. So that just started back a couple of weeks ago. So I've really enjoyed watching that. What I'm reading, okay, sadly, I'm not reading anything right now. And by reading, I mean listening, because I don't actually read books. I listen to Audible, and I haven't done an Audible book in so long, and I know exactly why. It's because I used to listen to Audible in the car. You guys are right. That's exactly it. Whenever I was going around doing my errands, driving to friends' houses, I would have Audible on. And since I'm not going anywhere, I just haven't had the need for Audible, but I do want to get back into it. I do, even if it's just like while I'm cooking or while I'm eating or, you know, while I'm sewing. Sewing's hard. You kind of have to pay attention, but I do want to get back into the Audible thing. So stay tuned, I guess, for July's little chat video to see if I actually got a book or not. But my latest obsession is crossword puzzles. You guys, I used to do the crossword puzzle every day in my early 20s. It was always USA Today because that's what they had at the restaurant that I worked at. And then, of course, you know, I got away from it whenever I stopped working in restaurants and I didn't have access to a newspaper anymore. I mean, I would pick one up here and there, but so I downloaded the app and I've been doing the USA Today one every day, and I do the New York Times one every day. So obviously USA Today is a lot easier. I can get through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on USA Today without any hints, without any cheating. I can usually figure out the whole puzzle, if not like 95% of it. New York Times is a bit of a different animal. I can do like Monday and Tuesday because, you know, they get harder during the week, but it's a fun challenge and it's a great way to kind of just like take my mind off of everything and, you know, just lose myself in a word puzzle. I love doing the crosswords now. And then what I'm trying, and this is going to be so funny to so many of you because I feel like it's a hobby that crosses over with sewing a lot, but I'm trying to grow herbs. And what happened was I was at Target and I was in the dollar spot, right? How many stories start this way? They have this little metal container and then 3 herbs that once they grew, you would be able to make meatballs from them. And since I'm highly motivated by food, I was like, yes, I need to grow these herbs so that I can make these meatballs. So it's cilantro, basil, and rosemary. And like you have to like, they're seeds. Like you have to grow them yourself, which apparently is called germinating. And so I did the whole process, and the basil germinated and the oregano germinated. Rosemary, nowhere to be seen. There's no rosemary anywhere. But I've got these little like sprouts of basil and oregano. So I have this little blank spot that I think I don't really eat rosemary that much. So I think what I'm going to do is put some parsley in there and kind of see what happens with that. But then I had an incident. So, you know, you're germinating it inside. You create this like little fake greenhouse situation. And then a week goes by and you see the little green things and you get so excited. Well, I can't leave well enough alone because I'm just a tinkerer, I guess. And so I was like, oh, you know what it needs? It needs fresh sunlight and it needs fresh air. And oh, I think it's going to rain and it'll love all the nutrients that comes from the rain. So I'm going to put it out on my patio. Well, it rained and it filled that little tin container all the way up to the top. And I didn't notice it until lunchtime the next day. So now all my little herbs are just like completely like drowning. I poured out all the water. The dirt that it came with is like completely saturated, like totally wet. And that was like 2 days ago. So the herbs are still there and I think they're still growing. I just don't know the quality, I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like I screwed it up. And I really hope I didn't, because I kind of have a bit of an emotional attachment to the herbs now, because like I brought them to life. But then I also like might have killed them. I don't know if this plant, herb, flower thing is going to be for me. This gardening thing, I don't know. Well, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that I didn't totally kill the herbs, but that's where I'm at on that little side project. But that is it for my list. I told you I had a lot of fun stuff to talk about in June, and I just figured we'd do a little sit down and I would be able to share it with you guys from the comfort of my pajamas and my hair in I call it a mushroom. I don't know what other people call it. So hopefully you enjoyed that. But I'd like to hear some things that you guys have going on in your life. Maybe you can answer the rapid fire questions. That is what you're watching, what you're reading, what you're obsessed with, and something new that you're trying. Leave them in the comments and we can have a lot of fun getting to know each other a little bit better. But that is going to do it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.